Hey C, it's Cassie. I was wringing my hands for no reason. In case you didn't know, I feel like just going over what happened in my day today. It's gonna be really quick. But what happened today was I got up, I got ready in about 5 minutes because I was basically rolling around in bed going, school. But then I was like, creative writing, because I have creative writing today. And so basically I got ready in 5 minutes, went to the school bus, and waited there in the freezing fucking cold for fucking 2 hours. Like, my bus, it's not a school bus either. I use Edmonton Transport, like public transport, to go to school. And I waited out there, sorry, crumbly. I waited out there for 2 hours. And since you have Edmonton's weather there, you should on your iPod, you should know that it was like, I don't even know how cold. All I know is that by the end of it, my toes were freezing. And I also found out, I don't know why I said that. So my dad was pissed. He ended up driving us, and then we went to go down the hill because we live up a hill. If you want to know, whereabouts that hill is, I'm not going to say it on the internet, but the hill that we have to go down, we don't live near it, but we have to go down it to get downtown, which is, anyways, Connors Hill was backed up 15 blocks or something, so I couldn't get to school this morning. Yay! Anywho, I just feel like addressing what you were saying. First things first, yes, I do like Pokemon. I do not play it as much as I would like to, but I do like Pokemon. I thoroughly enjoy it, and when I can, I play it on an emulator online because I don't have a DS, which is BS, but whatever. And yeah. My favorite Pokemon is probably... Oh, let me think. I actually have a Pokemon deck here. Let me see. I know my favorite. It's either Rapidash or Ponyta or... I think Rapidash probably, actually. Simply because when I was little, I loved horses and I loved unicorns, and then I was like, Rapidash! Anyways, so yeah, my second favorite is Shandera. But that's new generation, so it's not as good, you know? I just thought, you know, Ghost and Fire, my two favorite types of Pokemon in one. What? This is wonderful. Let's go. Yay. Okay. Anyways, I love Lita. The Pokemon thing made me think of Lita, and I love her hair, and she's the reason I originally decided, I finally built up the confidence to dye my hair. But bleaching it, yeah, damaged it, so I'm gonna look into the pillowcase thing. I like my pillowcase, but I want new sheets anyways, because I've had these sheets since I was like 3? I don't know. Not 3, I don't know. I haven't changed sheets since I was very little, simply because my family's like, lol, you don't need new sheets, and I was like, lol, I need books more than sheets. So that's what happened. Good book, by the way. So, yeah. Also, coming to Canada where it's fucking cold, like, I'll admit it is cold now, and apparently that makes my wrist worse because I was standing in the bus stop and my hand was like, and I was like, But, anyways, if you want to come to Canada, do it, okay? I love you. I want to see you in Canada. You'll like it here. We have gay marriage. It's legal. Well, same-sex marriage. Gay marriage isn't the same as same-sex marriage, but anyways, we're not going to get into that. That's for later. And what you should pierce, I actually don't know. You can pull off almost any piercing. I've always personally wanted to get a septum piercing, but I know you have that. I don't know if you have an eyebrow piercing, but I think that might be hellish to try and draw your eyebrow over, and you actually might not be allowed to, so I wouldn't recommend that. I would recommend getting the other side of your lip pierced, or something that I've always loved, and you probably won't do this, but something that I've always loved is having, like, either a septum with the one ball, like a CBR, and a centered labret piercing right here. I've always loved the way that looks, or, like, cyber bites. I've always loved that. I've always wanted a Medusa, but I'm probably not gonna get one. The next thing that I was gonna say, Obama won. I am so freaking relieved. Like, you saw my reaction. My friend was texting me, messaging me on Facebook, and I was freaking out over the fact that Obama was ahead. Like, I don't know, I was just like freaking out, right? So, when I figured out that Obama had won, I went upstairs to my parents who were sleeping, and I screamed at them, Obama won! And then my dad went, shut the fuck up and get out! And I was like, okay! And then I went downstairs, did a little dance, then I went to bed, because I was tired. But, the reason that Mitt was close to winning was because he has a better history with economics and business, and because his face sells. Like, he has a leader face, you know? The small eyes, strong jawline, strongish, high cheekbones, tall. He sells. That's the way it is. He will sell as a political leader. And that's the sad truth. Why I am personally for Obama is because I care a fuckload more about social equality, and I said this on Facebook, I care a fuckload more about social equality than I will ever care about economics. And that's just the way my brain is wired. I know it's not practical. I know this, but personally, I'd rather have everybody living in shacks, but equal, than what America has right now. Personally. And that doesn't happen, and that's not going to happen, but that was what I would prefer. And Mitt Romney is just completely willfully ignorant towards the female body. Most Republicans are, actually, including female Republicans, which makes me really sad. Because if you don't know what's going on in your body, what is wrong? Like, what are we so afraid of? That we don't want to know what... It's okay, we all know what a penis is. You can say penis. Penis, penis, penis. It's okay. But as soon as you say the word vagina, everybody goes, whoa, back the fuck up. And I go, no. No. My vagina is not something I am ashamed of. It is never going to be something I am ashamed of. Because I am female. And I'll admit, there are guys with vaginas, there are girls with penises. But why are we so afraid of female? Like, we are afraid of the fact that females have enough power to give birth. We are afraid that they have more fat naturally and less muscle naturally than men. We are afraid of the fact that if we wanted to, we could rule the world just as easily as men did. And that's a scary thing. As soon as people realize that, people become afraid. And something else that feeds into the fear of female bodies is the fact that we don't know that much about them. Why? Because we're afraid. So it's a never-ending fucking shithole that keeps getting deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper, and it pisses me off because I don't want to be ashamed to be female and to have body fat and to have breasts and a vagina and orgasms and a uterus. I don't want to be afraid of that. But I'm taught to be. And how fucking sad is that? It's willful ignorance on Mitt Romney's part, and that's why I don't support him. Because I know for a fact you can get pregnant from being raped. And that's part of the reason that is in my NaNoWriMo story. Okay, I know for a fact it happened to my mom. It's not okay. It's not okay to say shit like that. Ever. And I don't know, like, the reason I'm for abortion is because I've always felt that it's about quality of life, not quantity. Do you want to live a long, shitty life or a short, happy one? And that's the premise behind YOLO. YOLO, however, is stupid because even if you live a short, happy life, you're missing out on so much more if you're alive. But the fact of the matter is, if it's a pregnancy from rape, for one, the woman already has enough fucking shit to deal with without having to look at the product that of that traumatic experience, right? So, and then she has to deal with the fact, if she does get pregnant, that what if this is actually a person? My personal opinion is, until that baby uterus thing until the fetus can live without my body, it's not a person. Like, until I am not wholly and completely responsible for it and it's not a part of me, it's not a person. That's the way I feel, and it's very controversial, and not a lot of people feel that way, and I understand that. But isn't it my right to choose what happens to my body then? Because that baby, until it is disconnected from me, is a part of me, is a part of my body, is an extension of my body. And why the fuck do people get to decide what happens to my body? Which is also why I don't like Mitt Romney. Fucking, what the fuck? Like, oh, the anger. He doesn't like birth control. He doesn't like contraception. He doesn't like condoms. Okay, and he's Mormon. You know what? His choice. He doesn't get to make that choice for me. He doesn't have a right to take away my right to not have a child. Because I don't want children. I don't want children in a world where people like Mitt Romney exist. That's the way I feel. So, when Mitt Romney says that having sex for pleasure is a sin, I go, well, fuck you too. Life is sin. Okay, because life is being greedy and gluttonous and lusty and slutty and rageful and wrathful, and life is about learning how to connect the sins in a way where you can enjoy yourself and not hurt other people. But Mitt Romney doesn't get that. And that's okay. You know what? His choice. I say again. But he doesn't have the right to take away my right to sin. And trust me, I like sinning. I am a virgin. I have never done drugs. I have never drank. I enjoy being wrathful. It's something I genuinely enjoy. I enjoy being angry, if that makes any sense. It gives me purpose. And Mitt Romney saying I don't have a right to sin. Psh, anger. Anyways, now that I'm done with that, basically the reason I'm for abortion, I'm for birth control, all of that, is that if men had to carry the baby, this ties back into the sexism, if men had to carry the baby, it would be true. Why the fuck can they get Viagra, which gives them a boner so they can enjoy sex, but women cannot get birth control, which can regulate things like, well, I know the name, I'm not sure what it's called, it cysts, I believe, in your ovaries. It can help control things like that. It can stop bleeding. It lightens your period. It makes you... It can make you gain weight, but that's not a bad thing. But all of these things, and men get Viagra, and a women's birth control is still an issue, and that makes me go, what the fuck? Okay, I'm done. Now that I'm done with that long rant, and I am sorry, see, but it's something you know I honestly feel so strongly about. I feel like we're gonna start wrapping this up now, but I think we need to, like, actually, since we're starting to try to appeal to a wider audience, maybe we should start coming up with, like, a schedule thing. Like, when, like, I'll talk about something one day, you'll talk about something another day, and we each post a video a day, and then we can upload that to a playlist. Or we could make this the official channel for Alt Communication, then we can do Alt Communication 2, and that will be just me to you and you to me, or something, but because we're trying to appeal to a wider audience, as I've noticed, so some regular stuff would help with that. I love candy, and by the way, Rockets, it's called Smarties, not Rockets. I just felt like I should throw that in there, because I'm Canadian. Anyways, I will talk to you later. See, I love you. You mean the world to me, and I'm sorry you were bored today. I was so busy with NaNoWriMo, it's not even funny. Okay, I only wrote 2,000 words today. I don't know what I'm saying, but I will talk to you later. I love you.